On July 31st, Secretary Rubio announced U.S. sanctions against Brazilian Supreme Court Justice Alexandre de Moraes, who used his position to authorize arbitrary pre-trial detentions and undermine freedom of expression. Moraes abused his authority by engaging in a targeted and politically motivated effort to silence political critics through the issuance of secret orders, compelling online platforms, including U.S. social media companies, to ban individuals for posting protected speech. As Secretary Rubio stated on X, our actions are a warning to those who are trampling on the fundamental rights of their citizens, and judicial robes cannot protect you. Turning to the Indo-Pacific, the White House announced that the United States has reached a full and complete trade deal with the Republic of Korea. This agreement, as the Secretary is meeting today with ROK Foreign Minister Cho Hyun, reflects the unwavering strength of the U.S.-ROK alliance, which has served as the linchpin of peace, security, and prosperity on the Korean Peninsula and in the Indo-Pacific for more than 70 years. Meanwhile, on Capitol Hill, the State Department reported to Congress that the Palestine Liberation Organization, the PLO, and Palestinian Authority, PA, are not in compliance with their commitments under the PLO Commitments Compliance Act of 1989 and the Middle East Peace Commitments Act of 2002. In response, the United States is imposing sanctions that deny visas to PLO members and PA officials in accordance with Section 604A1 of the Middle East Peace Commitments Act. These actions reflect our national security interests and our commitment to holding the PLO and PA accountable for undermining the prospects for peace. On the humanitarian front, the United States is providing $52 million to the World Food Program to deliver emergency food assistance from American farmers and producers to people in need in the Democratic Republic of Congo, Ethiopia, Haiti, and Djibouti. Under this new award, WFP will distribute 12,702 metric tons of food, yellow split peas, rice, vegetable oil, and Super Cereal Plus from our pre-positioning warehouses in Houston and Djibouti to support than 1.9 million vulnerable people. The United States is the largest donor of humanitarian food assistance globally, and the department continues to call on other donors to provide additional contributions to address global humanitarian needs. And before I turn it over to questions, I want to introduce our front row as spokesperson Bruce started last Tuesday, continuing the pattern here today. We have the Kyiv Post, Tehran, June Afrique, the Africa Report, News Nation, Bloomberg, SBT Brazil, and NHK. So with that, I'll turn it over to some questions.
Thank you, Tommy. On the sanctions on the Brazilian Supreme Court judge you just mentioned, what is the State Department position to the main reason that led to the sanction announced by the Department of Treasury? What did the U.S. find as the main threat?
Well, look, Moraes is an activist judge that abused his authority by engaging in a targeted and politically motivated effort designed to silence political critics through the issuance of secret orders compelling online platforms, including U.S. social media companies, banning the accounts of individuals for posting protected speech. Moraes further abused his position to authorize unjust pretrial detentions and undermine freedom of expression. The actions taken by Moraes impact U.S. persons and companies, and the United States does not tolerate malign foreign actors who abuse their positions of authority to undermine freedom of expression of American citizens.
So do other Brazilians, individuals might face the same sanction, or if there is any indication of new travel bans or visa restrictions for Brazilian citizens in general, now or in the near future, even next year when there is a World Cup?
Well, I'm not going to preview what we may have in terms of further sanctions announcements or other actions there. What I can say is just point to this action and again stress how seriously we take this.
Mm-hmm. And the last question, if possible, how is the diplomatic engagement among those two countries? Secretary Rubio had a meeting here on this matter. If the State Department has a position on this meeting.
Well, I have no readout to provide on the meeting for you.
SBT News, o maior canal de notícias do YouTube.